The workshop will be two days with 5 sessions, including the opening sessions. So the first session, we focus on deep dive into 6 innovations, sharing and learning from the innovation and intervention process. We also want to reflect upon on KSIM seminars and surveys of the KSIMs. And we also want to work with you to have your feedback on the employment guidelines that developed by our partners. In the afternoon, we will have a very interactive breakout discussion to assess the innovation scalability and scaling preparedness to see whether 6 innovations, interventions, which one are scalable. That we will end the day. But not completely end. We will have bookshop dinner. If we will have to announce where and when later on. We will have 3 more sessions. I promise it will be very interactive. And you have to work hard because everything have to come from you without the workshops and no scaling. That I promise. So tomorrow, tomorrow we have a session on when we already identify scalable innovation, how can we scale it? In which way, with who, for whom that we scale it? And based on that, we will together develop a scaling strategy for those scalable innovation. And then based on that, we will together see how can we put all of these scaling strategy pathway into action by forming perhaps networks and maybe the initial form of the collaboration or partnerships and to move all this scalable innovation forward. Yeah, so that's all about the agendas. Next, I would like to invite Razi to start with the session 1 on sharing and reflecting on innovation and intervention under the KSIM platform. Razi, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Min. Good morning, everyone. My name is Rajalakshmi Nirma. As I introduced earlier, I'm Senior Program Manager for the Rethinking Markets Initiative. And previously, I was working in India with farmers, helping them navigate government bureaucracy, and I was also advocating for their needs. So I'm so excited to be here today with farmers and farmer representatives from different parts of Nigeria, and also to be with our stakeholders and partners who have been with us all 3 years in this journey. So session 1 today is all about understanding what we do at the Rethinking Markets Initiative, and also about deep diving into the research that we do. But before we move on to look at the presentations from our researchers, I would like to play a short video on KSIM. KSIM is a knowledge platform that has been developed by the Rethinking Markets Initiative. And many of you in the hall today would already know about the KSIM platform and the various research tools. But for the benefit of the larger audience here, I thought, we can play the video. And post the video, there'll be a short survey on Mentimeter, which Sadia will help launch. And that survey is to take your feedback on how to improvise the platform. And post that, we'll have the intervention presentations by the research teams, which is divided into 2 sections. And each of the section will be for an hour, followed by a 15-minute Q&A for the audience to ask questions. And then we will wrap up the session 1 with a presentation from Naomi, who represents our partner organization called ISEAL. So she would introduce our recent meta study, and then there will be a short survey to get your feedback on the guideline document that we are preparing on the meta study. So that's the plan for session 1 today. And without much ado, maybe we can start with the video.
Sorry, before we start, I'd like to introduce the USAID Nigeria representative. He's Dr. Ayod Adetoye. Ayode. Please. Welcome, please. Thank you.
Welcome you, sir. So we can go on to the video, and post the video, there'll be a short survey on Mentimeter, which Sadia will help us with. And now over to the video.
In recent decades, innovations within agri-food value chains have increased agricultural productivity dramatically. These improvements have helped reduce poverty and food security, especially in low-income countries. But challenges persist. Many people are poor and hungry and can't benefit from expanding food markets. The food system is also responsible for 1/3 of global greenhouse gas emissions. To address these challenges, we must change how food value chains operate. The CGIAR Research Initiative on Rethinking Food Markets is helping to shift the agri-food sector towards better outcomes for people and the planet. We're working to address the effectiveness of inclusive, sustainable innovations in 10 food value chains operating in 6 countries. The initiative generates evidence on how to adapt solutions to local contexts, bundle innovations for optimal impact, and ensure the policy environment is favorable for farmers and agri-food businesses, all so that we can promote better income opportunities, food security, and sustainability. To share knowledge generated by this initiative, KISM has been created. KISM is a new knowledge platform for inclusive and sustainable food markets. It is a hub for evidence on innovations and policies that help make healthy foods more affordable, while also improving income and employment opportunities and reducing the environmental footprint of food supply chains. KISM brings together insights and best practices from partners and stakeholders, helping to build dialogue between policymakers, researchers, farmers, traders, logistic handlers, and other food system actors. Visit www.kismfoodmarkets.org to learn how small steps can create meaningful change within the food system. You can also learn how to participate in our science and policy dialogue and activities, and access our knowledge resources by subscribing to the KISM newsletter.
We can move on to the Menti next. Just a few minutes to yes.
Hello? Yes. Thank you very much. So we're going to do a very quick exercise. I'm going to ask you to try, and those of you who can scan the code, you can just take a picture of the QR code. It will take you to a website, menti.com. We also have hard copies, like ordinary questionnaires. For those of us who want to go the old school way, we can do that as well. So if you can please, if you need hard copies, can you just raise up your hands? Where you would just write it in or tick like we normally do. This is more of the AI generation stuff. So if you want to go old school too, we can do that. So if you need hard copies, can you just raise up your hand, please? Just hard copies where you can fill in. Okay, so then the rest of us, please, can you go to the menti.com, enter the code. It will take you to the page for the Menti survey. Is everybody connected to the internet? If not, then we can get the Wi-Fi. I think the Wi-Fi code is, yes, is on the wall. If you're not connected to the internet yet, you can do that quickly. If you're having problems, you can just go the old school way. Are we all on? Okay. Are you able to see some kind of questionnaire? The first page of the questionnaire? Okay, excellent. Is everybody connected before I switch to my laptop to start the survey? Yes, you see a page with the first question, exactly. Number one, does it start with number one? Does it start with number one? Okay, is everybody on? Is there anybody who is not on yet? Okay, great. So, oh, I see. Some people have started answering already. I know. Some people have started answering already. Okay, let me share my screen. It's not showing? It's showing, but I'm not seeing it here. Oh, you have to stop sharing from yours. Oh, I'm sharing. You're sharing your screen. I'm sharing my screen, but I'm not seeing. Still not showing? Yeah, so here I'm sharing my screen, but I don't know why it's not showing. I'm supposed to be able to see it. Yes, so I'm sharing my screen, but it's not showing. But it's not showing here. Why is it not showing here? But we don't want to move it. That's the thing. We don't want to move. Okay. Remote. I think. Sorry? Yes. But they were scared about taking the cable out of the laptop. Okay. So how do I get it in the out of the presentation? I just want a full screen.
You want to take this out?
Yes, all this. Okay. So this. I need to see how many people. Okay. And then the one at the top. Let me get.
The way it's gone.
Okay, if not,
No,
I'll choose.
it just needs to go. Oh, minimize. Hide floating control. Hide.
Okay. 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 All right. So we have 29 people. I think it's a good number. So go to the next question. How useful is the information on the KISM website to you? So you have the option of selecting one. 4 people haven't answered from the previous one. Okay. All right. So good. So we move to the next one. If KISM is useful, can you give examples of a helpful fact, article, or publication you have obtained from KISM? So this one is more open-ended. You just type in briefly, because there's a word limit. So just briefly.
Okay, if you don't remember the name of the article.
Yes. Yes. Any more? Okay. Any more? Okay. All right. Yes. Going once, going twice, gone. Have you shared the KISM website on any other resources with others? So have you shared? Okay, this is simple yes or no. So this should be quick. Going once, going twice. Next one. How can KISM be improved? So this is also another open-ended question. Just briefly, what are your suggestions on how KISM can be improved? Those of you who have been able to access it.
You need all your stakeholders' help in this.
Yeah.
Talking more about it.
Yes, local language. Yeah. See more awareness. More awareness for sure. Activate users to engage regularly. Improve visibility. Let it always come up in most apps as well as creating more awareness. Local language. Okay. More coming. More coming. Going once, going twice. Next one. Have you used any of the knowledge or learning shared by the initiative to support your decision making, evidence-based decision making? Related to, so which areas have you used the knowledge? So we have all this, you select one. Yes, so then the knowledge you have used, what has it been related to? Is it organizational or government, policy related issues? Is it technical practices? Is it both? Or you haven't used any at all? So you choose one. 20. Going once, going twice. The next question. What should the initiative do to be more beneficial for more evidence and decision making related to inclusive and sustainable markets? So more about suggestions on how the initiative can do better. So also open-ended, just briefly. Creating more awareness, okay. Only one. More awareness, okay. Bottom top inclusion, more awareness. So the awareness visibility has really been very local languages also, okay. More engagement with stakeholders, more local events, collaboration, okay. Awareness, again. Okay, going once, going twice. There, we are done. Let's clap for ourselves. Okay. There you go.
Thank you everyone for your inputs. And I would also like to say that KISM now hosts a community of practice. So if you would like to join the community of practice or like to join the discussions we have on this project, then please go on to the KISM website and create a login for yourself as a member, and then you can talk to us anytime. Yeah? Okay, so next will be the presentation from the researchers from the two work package teams. So I'll just start sharing the screen again and call upon the presenters. So Bedru, you would like to introduce the presentations? Yeah.
So good morning once again. So I think we are a little bit of running out of time, but I think this session is, I think, the core of the whole exercise for the next 2 days, today and tomorrow. So what we'll do is now, so we'll have 4 presentations now in the first part of the session. So Dr. Putoshi will present the background of Work Package 2, because Work Package 2 has several initiatives. So we'll have a little of the background presentation from Putoshi. And then we have 3 initial presentations. And after that, we take Q&A session, and then move to another batch of presentation, which is another 3 presentations. So we just move in this order. We stop the first 3 presentation, and then we take a break for question and answers. And again, we go for another 3 presentations. Each presenter has a maximum of 15-minute presenter. We stop by 15 minutes. We have a timekeeper. Please just be sharp. We don't allow more than 15 minutes. So we do the presentation sequentially for the first 4 presentations, including Futoshi's one. And then we go for questions and answers for all the first batch of presentations. And then after that, we move to the second batch. So please, Futoshi.